right, good morning again, everyone. So I'd like to begin our presentation with a few quick questions. Raise your hand if you've ever participated in an action or extreme sport like skiing, mountain biking, skydiving, shark cage diving, bungee jumping. Wow, okay, so we have some thrill seekers in the classroom. But for those of you who raised your hand, how would you go about sharing your experience doing one of these activities with someone who didn't raise their hand? That's where GoPro comes in. So GoPro is a company that creates cameras and accessories that allow users to capture video and photos of activities and share them easily with friends and family. And our group wanted to investigate how GoPro became synonymous with action sports camera and evaluate whether they had the potential to continue their growth and maintain their success as more competitors entered the market. So here we have a few examples of the unique perspective that a GoPro allows its user. As you can see, the viewer is able to experience the activity with the user because of the point of view frame. We have a few images we pulled off the internet. There's someone water skiing, we have skydiving, going off a jump on their skis, mountain biking, and surfing. But to really understand how a GoPro works, it's best to see a video. So we actually took a GoPro down to the ropes course in Santa Cruz last weekend and filmed Rob climbing some trees. So you guys can check it out. Oh. I think you got it. So to give you a quick outline, I'm going to talk a little bit about the products that GoPro creates, as well as a general company outline. And then Rob will come in and delve deeper into the marketing strategies and give our evaluation of where we think they should go in the future. So you've seen what a GoPro can produce. Here's an image of the product itself. This is their Hero 3 camera. It's their latest edition. As you can see, it has a durable, waterproof casing, 3 simple controls, just 3 buttons, and an easy user-friendly interface. All right, so now I'm going to take you back in time to 2001. Nick Woodman was a surfer living in his VW van in Southern California. And he had this desire to share his experience on the waves with his family who had never been in the water with him before. So what he did was create a simple point-and-shoot camera that could capture his surfing experience and then share those images with his friends and family. And from 2001 to 2004, he continued to develop a prototype so that by 2004, he was able to sell his cameras out of his van. He would travel to trade shows, expos, surf shops, and try to get word of mouth and get users to purchase and share their experiences as well. So fast forward to 2012, where the company was actually valued at $2.25 billion. They made, in 2012 alone, over $500 million in sales, and they're now sold in over 50 countries worldwide. Here's an image of CEO Nick Woodman with one of his products. As you can tell, he definitely embodies the essence of the consumer that you associate with a GoPro camera. And he's fond of saying that the GoPro is a 10-year overnight success story. Here's a quote from an interview he had in Forbes magazine in 2013. Woodman says, "GoPro's opportunity is to help people capture meaningful life experiences in an engaging, immersive way that they can't with a smartphone." So already, like, you can kind of understand their marketing. They're trying to differentiate from a smartphone, from a point-and-shoot camera, to say this is not something you can do with any other device. It's something that you need in addition. Also, they're definitely focusing on the storytelling aspect that's possible with the unique perspective that a GoPro provides. So we talked about the camera a bit, but what really makes the GoPro so versatile is the amount of accessories that come with it. So you might have seen someone riding a bike around with a head mount or skiing with a GoPro on their ski pole. And it's these accessories that really help create these unique storytelling opportunities. In terms of placement, GoPro is available online on their website. They're also available in big stores like Best Buy. Most importantly, they're available in specialty retail stores like surf shops, skate shops, mountain biking stores. And that's where they really get to the core of their consumer base. As you can tell, where it's set, when you see it set up in one of these specialty stores, they have a small console with the products available, and then a TV screen on top that's constantly playing a loop of GoPro video, which, as you saw with Rob's video, definitely has the stopping power to draw in an audience, keep them there, and make them realize that they need this product. In terms of competition, once people and other companies saw that GoPro had a successful product and had created this market that had so much potential, they wanted to jump on board. So Contour created their own action camera. JVC, a video camera company, came out with their model, the Addiction, recently actually, 2013. And Sony came out with their own action cam as well. So you can check those out. In terms of pricing though, there's really no differentiation between GoPro and the competition. So the Hero 3 that I showed you starts at $400, and their most basic model, the Hero White, starts at $200, and all the competition falls within this range. What GoPro does do really well that is unique is the way that they promote their product. So as you saw with Rob's video, it's really easy for a user to take a video, upload it to YouTube, put it on their Facebook, put it on their Twitter, share it with friends and family, who then share it with friends of friends. And it's almost a self-sustaining promotion practice. GoPro also has awesome partnerships with other companies in the sports action field, such as X Games and Red Bull. And they also sponsor some outstanding athletes in the field as well. So for snowboarding, they sponsor Shaun White. Surfing, they sponsor Kelly Slater. And for skateboarding, they sponsor Bucky Lasek, who are all top names in the action sports world. So to give you guys an understanding of the way that the advertising works a little bit, we thought we'd show you one of their typical commercials.
All right, so we've seen what GoPro's about, how they've gotten to the position that they're in right now, and who are the usual users of this type of product. What we want to delve further into is within the camera market, the camera industry, what are the strengths that GoPro has? What consumers are they looking to target, and what segments are they trying to take advantage of? So in this industry, GoPro does a few things very well. They have great picture quality, great durability, and they're very easy to use. As Kimmy said, there are only 3 buttons, and the interface is very simple. So based upon what we know about what GoPro does well, who do they target? Hopefully from either your own experiences or from the presentation so far, you've come to understand that they tend to look towards adventure seekers, these surfers, these snowboarders, skydivers. The big takeaway here though, even though we just showed you a video of Kelly Slater, one of the most famous surfers in the world, is not that these professional athletes have access to these cameras. It's that your everyday surfer, your everyday snowboarder, skydiver, bungee jumper, now has access to this product and the ability to share their experiences with the world. So they're taking into account that these people will through social media, share their experiences. And in terms of positioning, as Kimmy mentioned again, they're not competing with smartphones. This is a completely different area, and they're differentiating between these reactive capture moments, for which you use your smartphone, and this recurring theme of meaningful life experiences. In the social sphere, GoPro is light years ahead of the competition. So they've leveraged this user content licensing to really gain a headway in their marketing. It allows them to almost take a step back and let the consumers do their marketing for them. And if we take a look at a couple of these graphs, I want you to look at the top graph, the YouTube channel views. So this is GoPro and 3 of their closest competitors, Contour, JVC, and Sony. It's a pretty big disparity there. GoPro's got about 250 million channel views, while its biggest competitor is Contour with just around 3 million. So they've got quite a head start in that realm, and they've done a great job of leveraging that and building their brand in that way. So I'm guessing at least a few of you were surprised when you saw this most recent ad. This was actually from this past year's Super Bowl. And I know we've just spent the past 10 minutes telling you that GoPros are marketed towards these adventure seekers, these action sports athletes. But we think that this ad is actually really telling of the direction that GoPro is taking moving forward. And we think that it's very important that they continue on this trajectory in order to maintain the growth that they've been able to maintain up to this point. So expanding the definition of their market. The segment of adventure seekers is still very important to them, but they want to, Nick Woodman in particular, the CEO, wants to say, hey, this is not just for these action sports seekers, this is for anybody that wants to share, create these meaningful life experiences and relive them from a unique perspective. On top of that, in terms of strategy, we think they need to continue investing in building their brand. So we've spoken on the fact that a lot of that is done for them by users who upload and share their content. It's a self-sustaining, very powerful force that gets their name out there. But they need to continue to invest in sponsorships and partnerships with companies that share their interests, like Red Bull. And in terms of expanding their market and approaching a new segment, we need to find different partnerships in those markets that really fit these new demographics. Now, is the business model sustainable? There are a couple questions. And one of those questions is, GoPro is kind of seen as a one-trick pony in that they have a single product offering. They have this action sports camera and the accessories that go along with it, but they could go the way of, for example, the point-and-shoot camera that was almost made obsolete by smartphones, because now we have the ability to take out our smartphone and take a picture whenever we want. If another product comes in that does what GoPro does better or differently, then they could face that risk. They also face the risk of new entrants into the market. As you can see, with a $2.25 billion valuation, a lot of companies see opportunity in this market. So what are our takeaways? Since its inception in 2001, GoPro's experienced sustained growth. Their competitive advantage lies in large regard in respect to their brand name, and it's been accomplished in a variety of ways. Partnerships with athletes, creation of the GoPro community through social media platforms, and this idea of user-submitted content for advertising purposes is huge. What we is that with increasing competition in the market, it is supremely important that GoPro expand their target market in order to continue to grow moving forward. Thank you. questions? Rob.
So I saw you guys show that their YouTube channel is light years ahead of everybody else. Do you know if they have any strategies to stream their videos outside of that one particular channel?
I'm not sure in terms of other video websites like Vimeo, that sort of thing, but they do leverage Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, a number of social media sites. They're very active participants. Rachel.
You mentioned their user content licensing. So what exactly does that mean? So they can use what people film to make ads?
Yeah, what they do is they submit videos to the Facebook, for example, webpage, and then GoPro will contact back and be like, can we use that as a photo of the day, the video of the day, and then thumbs up, thumbs down. Who wouldn't want their own video to be on their YouTube channel or on Twitter?
Is their market almost exclusively the United States right now?
No, not at all. As we said in the slides, they're sold in over 50 countries worldwide now. Obviously, they started in the United States, so it's predominantly seen in the United States, but it's not exclusive in any way.
Catherine.
So what's preventing their competitors from getting ahead? For example, has their price come down over time so that now no one else can beat their price? Or could Sony come in and lower their prices and start to sell substantially more?
They haven't lowered their prices. They've been able to maintain a pretty good price point. They do have a technical advantage. They're ahead of the competition in terms of video quality, so that allows them to charge a premium on top of the fact that they have such a strong brand.
That seems odd, since you would imagine some of these others could easily mimic their video quality, but they haven't.
I think it's the amount of funding that they're getting, the cash that they have on hand that's allowed them to invest in the R&D.
And that's a big part of their strategy, is to keep investing in R&D.
Yeah, that's why the Series A. Well, we didn't have time to put this in the slide, but in Series A funding, they raised 88 million. Recently, in 2012, they raised 200 million from Foxconn, invested 200 million in them. But I think what really makes the GoPro so dominant in the market is the fact that from its inception, it's appealed to these fringe communities in the sense that Sony's so name brand, so like typical. I don't know, in the fact that GoPro started by a surfer and was sold in these expos and sold at the beach. It's something that people want to buy into. They want to be part of that cool factor.
And also, when you want to buy one of these cameras, you don't say, okay, I want to buy an action camera. You say, okay, I want to buy a GoPro, because that's what the branding they created around it. Like the action camera is the GoPro.
I know that the video that you showed outside of extreme sports was like a home video with your children, but what other kinds of unique experiences outside of extreme sports do you think that the GoPro could be used in now?
Well, if you check out the website, it's actually really cool. It's total like you could spend hours on there, but they have videos of someone put a GoPro on their dog while he was fetching a stick, which was awesome. Someone put one on a hula hoop, which was really cool. It's just, there's literally limitless possibilities with the accessories and the durability of the camera, which makes it, that's why we think that the success will be able to be maintained.
Marissa.
In regards to the durability that Kim just mentioned, how durable is it in fact? I mean, people are using these for very extreme sports. How often do they break or take on water when you're out in the water doing sports like that? Like, how are they easy to be fixed? Does the company offer to fix them if something happens like water leakage?
I've been using it for 4 years, and it's still working. I got 2 cameras. The only thing that happened to me is that I broke one of the accessories that I bought, but I hit a tree. So, but they're pretty good on warranties. What I did, I just took it back to one of the specialty stores, and they didn't really ask any questions. They just changed it back to me.
All right, that's also the time we have for questions. Thank you very much, guys. Group A13.